Hope you're okay and having a great week. It's Thursday already. It's gone really, really fast. So I had been doing a bit of reflecting, and I'm always reflecting whoever I work with, whatever I listen to on YouTube or look at on the internet. I'm always reflecting to see how I can help you move forward, or how I can help you become unstuck, or how I can help you create the future that you want. If you're feeling a little bit lost, if you're feeling a little bit like you lack direction, this might help. So if you're watching it live, hello and welcome. And if you're watching it on replay, just put hashtag replay so I know who's watching live, as it's good to know when people are able to tune in. So how do you define yourself? And this is such an important reflection to have, because if you're feeling like that you don't really know why you do what you do, or you're having that nobody understands me, or maybe you're just feeling very frustrated and a bit lost, maybe having a bit of a crossroads, maybe having a midlife crisis, whatever it is, these things tend to happen to help you look inward and go, what is it that I'm missing? Or what is it that I need to change in order to find the happiness that I want, in order to find the love that I deserve, in order to find that fulfillment that so many other people seem to have. And maybe that's something that you compare yourself to on social media, or maybe it's your friends and family that makes you feel like that you're not enough. But the reason that I'm talking about this, in that sometimes you have to stop and ask yourself certain questions, but with the way that life is, and with the way that the internet is, and with the way that things are moving very, very quickly, it's common for people not to actually stop. And it's common for people just to kind of think, I'm not happy, but I have no idea how to change my situation. I have no idea why I'm unhappy. On paper, everything is perfect. Everything should look good. But again, who is this that says that things should be X, Y, and Z? Who is it that says that life should be like this? And so I want you to question yourself where your beliefs have come from. And I want you to challenge what your story actually is. So if you was overweight, for example, and you said, well, I've always been overweight, so that's just the way I am. Or if it's, I've always been unlucky in love and I've never found the right relationship, and I just think that that's something that I have to settle with. Most people settle because they do not think that there is an alternative route. They do not think that there is an alternative life, and they do not feel that they have control. But when you stop and when you focus within, which is why I used to be the type of person that was going around 100 miles an hour. I would have lots and lots of friends, lots of things going on, lots of social activities, and I never stopped. I never stopped very often for very long to think about, am I actually happy? What is it about my situation that I'm not happy with? I was too busy to even think what was going on at that point. So I just want to kind of encourage you and talk to you about rituals that you could include in your day-to-day lives, which would allow you to stop. The first time that I did meditation and someone told me to stop I found it extremely difficult. Oh, thank you, Serena. I found it really, really difficult to stop thinking, to stop for that period of time, because I thought, what a waste of time. I did not see the benefit of sitting there and thinking about nothing or controlling your mind. But if you think about your mind as kind of like having this crazy monkey inside of it, and it's always going to be telling you things to do, and it's always going to be instructing you. But you have to control your thought processes so that you know that you're acting from a place of truth, so that you know that you're acting on your own beliefs and not them of other people. And the problem is when you're surrounded by a lot of people and a lot of influences, when you make certain decisions, sometimes you'll go and ask other people's opinion, or you might ask people their perception. The problem with that is that it is solely their perception and their beliefs based on their values and their experiences. And that can hinder you and stop you from actually taking action and stop you from doing the things that you want to do. So if I had have listened to people that were around me when I wanted to start my own business, or when I wanted to start doing something different against the grain of what I'd been to university for, what I'd got a master's for, like if I had listened to people and said, oh my God, like why are you changing career when you've spent all that time studying? If I'd have listened to them and thought, no, I'm going to play it safe and I'm going to do what they say based on their beliefs and their values, then I still would have ended up feeling like unfulfilled and lost and a bit confused, and I would have been living their life and I would have been living their beliefs and their values, rather than thinking, okay, I need to separate myself from people that I would have normally, hi Lisa, hope you're okay. I would have normally have listened to them. I would have normally been in that environment or them people, because who you spend your time with is who you become. So if you want to change your situation, this is going to be a challenge if you've always done it a certain way. But to know that there is light at the end of the tunnel in order to become who you want to become by seeing somebody that inspires you, following someone that has what you have, to know that you can have that life, and that there may be things that you need to significantly work on with yourself in order to change your situation. But it doesn't mean it's impossible. It might mean that you need some support, because if these habits of things that you have been doing for a long time, they are unconsciously things that you are going to be acting out, you're not going to be thinking about them. If you do not change your mindset and you do not change what you believe on a core level, then you will more than likely go back to how you was behaving before. This requires more than willpower. This is changing the patterns that you have grown to believe, that you may have been influenced for a very long time. And we cannot choose our family. We cannot choose what school we go to. We cannot always choose our friends. So just because people have them beliefs and we thought like that for a very long time, it doesn't mean that that is how you have to think moving forward. So if you want to change your situation, and if you are, I want to read something that I'd seen that Tony Robbins said, is that your life changes the moment that you make a new, congruent and committed new decision. So it's making that decision, I want something different, and then finding the way that you can actually start to introduce that into your life. Change is possible, but it's also going to challenge you. But what is the fun if there isn't any challenge? Because what you become is what you will be excited about changing. By remaining the same and living a life that is making other people happy rather than yourself happy, you are going to find yourself that you are going to have huge regrets. So you can be disappointed in yourself, but regrets is something that I want to encourage people that you don't have to have. And that you don't have to wait until January the 1st either to change. You can change now. You can take them steps, them daily steps. And if you want to message me and have a chat, I'm happy to give you some guidance on what rituals you need to do in order to change your situation. And I know what it takes to transform. I've done it myself. People will say, God, Claire, you've changed so much. And of course I have, because I know that there is more to life, and I know that I suffered, I know that I struggled for so long that I just knew that there was a better way. I saw that somebody else had a different life. They had the freedom, the fun, the flexibility, the happiness, the love, the deep connection that I wanted. And I thought I need to change myself in order to feel fulfillment and not just settle for a life that had been created through no one's fault, through decisions that I've made, through influences, good and bad, but I certainly wouldn't be where I was now if it wasn't for everything that had ever happened to me. So I'm extremely grateful for everything, for every person, for every influence, for every impact, because I know now that there is a different way and that you can find out who you are, who you truly are, not the person that you want others to want you to be, not the other people that you think you need to blend into in order to be accepted, the person that lights your soul on fire, that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning, that makes you think, yes, I am making a difference. Because it's not just the difference that you can make to yourself. When you change and follow your true path and believe in what you're doing, the impact and the influence that you will have on other people will be huge. And that helping other people transform is the most fulfilling thing. And I feel so grateful that not only do I change myself on this incredible journey, that I can help others do exactly the same. So I want to help you find the strength within you that perhaps you don't know that you have yet, that you don't know. You've got to a crossroads and you've become confused because you've been living the mum role, or maybe you've been living the partner role, or maybe you've been caring for someone and completely lost who you are. This is a time to think, okay, I can still be that person, but I've just been neglecting me, and I've just been just put me on the back burner, but now it's time to find out who you truly are. So I like to keep my lives like 10 minutes or less, but I want to encourage you to reach out, because I can help you, direct you, support you to become the person that you want to be, and not be the person that you think others want you to be. And life is a one ticket destination, and I want you to feel fulfilled, and I want you to find your true purpose. So if you're feeling a bit of a crossroads and you don't know what you're doing and you don't know where you're going and you feel it's time to change, the timing has to be right for you, and I'm here when you need me. So drop me a message. I'd love to help. Love to you all, as always, and I hope to speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye. Oops.